What's up guys, welcome back to another week. This week is really interesting. We have two WRX here. We're gonna compare the difference between the premium and the base model and the mods we have on so far. And then let's just get started for the front. So as you can see, front, not much difference other than the STI lip we have and our V2 splitter. And of course the emblem as well. Other than that, they both look identical. The white this year, they don't have the Pro option anymore compared to last year's generation. So it's like more like a flat white compared to, not flat white, sorry, gloss white compared to the Pro whites. So if you plan to paint your parts, aftermarket hoods, it's gonna be a lot easier for color matching. Okay, as you come up to the front right here, I'm gonna compare the flares with you. So the flares here, as ours is painted, sanded down, super smooth, versus the factory, which has the claddiness right here. So on this WRX, he's running 18.5 raised gram lights on 265 35/18s, which is 10 millimeter more aggressive than our 255 35. But the fitment, as you can see, is pretty good. I think he did shave a little bit on the front fenders as well as the rears, which we're gonna see in a bit. Fitment's pretty good. I did take it for a drive earlier and no rubbing, no issues. I'm not sure which suspension he's on right now, but overall it drives pretty good. All right guys, coming on the side, they both look pretty much identical. Fitment, both look very similar. Again, tire size is a little bit different, but the wheel sizing is about the same. As you can see, the painted flares does make a huge difference. But on the white, it doesn't look too bad, in my opinion. I'm really starting to kind of fall in love with this black as well. So I don't know, to each on their own. The side skirts, as you can see, we have our V2 side skirt extensions versus none. He is gonna get a full aero kit, by the way, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be very exciting. And then moving on to the back. All right guys, in the back, obviously the most important part of the car. A lot of people have been hating on the stock rear bumper, you know, how it has like a diaper look, which kind of does. On our WRX, we painted all the claddiness, all the black parts been sanded down, primary painted and color matched. Huge difference already right there. And then the trunk trim right here, the middle section, we also color match as well. On this part, I don't think it looks too bad with the black, but as you can see, just get an idea of how it looks if you were to paint it yourself. All right guys, so the middle section, big difference in my opinion. You know, if you like the black, I would keep the black. It doesn't make a huge difference to some people, but just give me an idea of how it looks like if you were to paint yours. And then the overlays are both done as well. Another big thing, if you haven't noticed, is the trunk spoiler here. This is a factory spoiler, like a little mini ducktail. If you were to get the premium limited, they will come with this option. But base models, you don't have that. But it doesn't make too much of a difference. Also, we have here the stock mufflers, and right here we have the muffler deletes. In our previous video, I explained that you can get a nice exhaust done at your muffler shop for like $350 instead of spending like $1,000. We have their rear spats, Aeroflow Dynamics V1 rear spats. The customer here is gonna get the full V2 rear diffuser, so stay tuned for that. And then yeah, pretty much the rear, big difference is the painted. So if you're interested in getting it painted, make sure you hit us up or go to your local body shop. They'll take care of you. Definitely worth doing, in my opinion. Also the price too, ranges from, I don't know, like $450 to $850. Really depends what kind of shop you're going to. You know, the quality does make a huge difference, especially with this part right here, this line right here. Masking is very important. If you do a bad job masking, then the paint will be really messed up. All right guys, I'm in the premium WRX. So as you can see, a big difference right away is the keys. You get a keyless entry versus a standard key, which I really regret not getting this because this makes a big difference. And also the key start. And also the touch start. Is it touch start? Okay. And also it has the start stop button, which is very nice compared to the standard turn. I'm having regrets right now after driving this car. So I really wish we got the premium model instead. But anyways, you know, for the price, which is I believe $6,000 difference, you can definitely throw a lot more mods on the base model. Aside from that, moving to the center screen, huge screen, no more Nintendo DS style screen. Very nice. Looks more like a Tesla to me, but you know, technology is coming up nowadays, so this is very nice if you want like more of like a driver's feel. I have no idea what I'm saying.
90% of the time, I have no idea what the I'm talking about.
They have the Harman Kardon speakers. This thing bangs compared to the stock one. Another good feature to have. Another good feature to have on your car versus the base model. Aside from that, everything else is the same. It drives the same. The clutch feels the same. It drives really good compared to last generation. So if you're in the market for one, definitely pick one up. And then we're gonna head back to our WX. So as you can see, our interior is pretty much the same, except for the obvious center screen and the key and the regular standard key. Yeah, I mean, not much difference. Everything else is the same. You know, again, $6,000 difference. So if you're in the market for something a little cheaper, you want to add money to model your car, I would go with the base model. But if you want something nicer, you have extra money to spend, definitely get the premium. So that's the interior. And make sure you gotta take off the rear reflector when you take this off to go paint.
You can leave it on, but like,
yeah, if you leave it on,
they'll tape over this.
Yeah, they can tape over. So
yeah.
Some shop will do pretty lazy job. So make sure you take off everything, make it a little easier for your painters. As you can see, I'm gonna do a quick comparison. This is a huge difference. You know, if you go to a bar shop, they're gonna sand all this down. So a lot of people ask, why it's so expensive? Well, the reason why, because to sand this down, it does take a lot of labor and time to make it smooth like this. So just give you a little comparison. So the front, super easy to take off. 4 clips, 2 here on the side, 2 on the bottom, and it comes right off. So on the front, guys, again, same on the other side. It's 2 clips on the bottom, and 2 clips on the side, and it'll come right off. On the rear, on the side of the taillight, there's a clip you gotta take off. Once that comes off, there's gonna be 2 bolts inside.
It's just easier to take the bumper off and the taillights off.
Yeah. So, as Kevin said, with the taillights off, the access to remove the bumper is a lot more efficient and quicker. All the flares are dropped off at the body shop already, so we're gonna wait until next week, possibly midweek. They're gonna give us the flares back and the bumper, so we're gonna sell that back. In the meantime, we have this box that just came from Subaru, so very excited to open it up and show you guys what it is next week. And yeah, catch you in the next episode.